this is Rod Boomer Guitar Sessions, episode 47. Today what we're going to get into is kind of a deep dive on your open E minor pentatonic scale, E blues scale, how to apply it all. Okay, you want to learn the scale first, but also you want to kind of absorb the kinds of sounds that it makes. And then I'm going to mixture of technique and some sounds and some phrases. We're just going to free associate some stuff here. So none of this is going to be planned other than to say I'm just going off on a subject matter. First thing we want to talk about is this guitar and the way I have it strung. And what I appreciate about this guitar is it is hard to play. When I say it's hard to play, you have to play it deliberately. Like some guitars, these have 10 gauge strings on it. Some guitars you really just have to muscle through and play, but in the process, it gets you to sound a certain way that really thin strings do not sound like. So I'm gonna try a little bit of both, probably more of this than the other, but a lot of these sounds are like, when you hear it, it's kind of, the fact that I'm wrestling with it, that's part of the sound. That's kind of like a Jack White thing. So it's like, anyway, so episode 47, here we go. Open E minor pentatonic scale. So how do you play it? That's the first thing. So it's 2 notes per string. You start on your E. It's 0, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 3, 0, 3. Then backwards is just 3, 0, 3, 0. Descending. Get those sounds in your ear. So I like listening to Humble Pie, listening to like old Zeppelin, listening to Jimi Hendrix, listening to John Lee Hooker, listening to lots of the Chicago blues stuff, Vamp Blues, Muddy Waters, all those guys. Country blues as well. So all kinds of stuff you can do with this. So with that said, if we add a note, we add a B flat note to the E minor pentatonic scale, add a note. Your blues scale. So all right, so as far as a technique checklist, we have hammer-ons, we have pull-offs, we have bends, we have trills, we have slides, we have kind of like bend, like pedal steel kind of licks. So anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about a lot of that stuff. So okay. What you want to do is you want to find guys that play this, like early Aerosmith. Okay. Joe Perry. Hammer-ons. You want to work everything you can about with the bending and So you can a whole step bend, you can do a half step bend, you can quarter step bend. You can do John Lee Hooker with the sliding up to the next position. You do Hubert Sumlin. Like an open kind of, that's kind of a Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of phrase, like that he kind of appropriated from like a Chuck Berry lick that Chuck Berry would play in other places, in T-Bone Walker. Ace Frehley did it on his solo album. The trills are really cool. And also like combining trills and bends and just kind of like working with this and just getting used to it, and trills and bends, and you get each one of them down, then you combine them. Also practicing these things with downstrokes as well as alternate picking and hammer-ons and pull-offs. Listen to the Chicago blues guys. That's one of the things that Clapton did that we're all stealing from, that nobody really recognizes why he's a legend, I think. I think he's a legend because he took a music that we had let go of in America in the early 1960s, which was blues music, and he told us that you're all your underground music, the blues guys, they're great, they're my idols, and he carved out a sound that Hendrix and Jimmy Page and all those guys followed suit. John Mayall and Eric Clapton. Those are other guys to listen to. This riff. Keith Richards, where I'm bending those notes like it's a pedal steel. So that is, as I said, that is and then you can do it clean. So the John Lee Hooker and all those guys, lots of stuff you can work on. And if you're not a John Lee Hooker fan, or if you're not a Chicago blues fan, listen to Montrose, listen to Led Zeppelin 1, listen to Mountain. Now this is an irresponsible guitar. When I say an irresponsible guitar, it's much easier to play, and it'll sound different. Because just about all Open E minor pentatonic. It's worth your time. It's worth your time. So anyway, so get a backing track that you can jam to. Voodoo Child. How many more times? Led Zeppelin. All kinds of things. All kinds of things. All right. This is Rod, Boomer Guitar Sessions. Thankful for you. Grateful for you. You can do this. Enjoy the process, and I'll see you next time. Hi, this is Rod from Boomer Guitar Sessions. I personally wanted to thank you for being part of our community. If you like what we're doing here and you want to see more of it, please hit the like, subscribe, and share. And this helps me spread my musical messages to all over the world. Thank you. I appreciate you. And always remember,